So, the spaces and environments in which we live in are so critical. Change your environment, change your behavior. You have to adapt, you have to switch. Now, although transitioning is increasingly difficult for me, I never shy away from it because I understand the need to grow. Like there is such a pull to travel. I don't know if it has to do with the train that, I was on and where I felt as though, I went through this tunnel. I went in one person and I came back out a different person. That's the lesson that I got out of my childhood when it came to like traveling. And of course, later I found out that my grandfather and my great grandfather and a lot of my family members, because they traveled from like, the islands to Canada, promised a better life. We fell for all that hoopla stuff. And it's just a part of the nervous system. And that's when I started getting into the epigenetics and like how trauma kind of sits in your DNA and how, when we're feeling heavy and we're sad, that a lot of it doesn't have to do with us. Like it has to do with ancestral stuff and things that maybe our parents wasn't able to emotionally process and digest and metabolize within their time with us. So I don't say this to be a sad story. There was a recent study, and I don't remember what it was, but they talked about it again in the NFL where they weren't paying black athletes the same amount as their counterparts with pancake skin. And it was because they already know that our brains come with um it's more unique, right? It's they pretty much owe us shmoneys. and but they're okay with allowing us to put our body through more distress. And yes, it's entertaining and all the other stuff, but I'm not coming from that space right now. I'm really coming from a space of understanding what we put our vessels through and how hard we have to work to show our worth and show up into spaces. And yes, some of us are gifted, but trust me, out of 100 players, only 7% may go pro and maybe 1% may stay in the leagues. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, like, what happens? I'm talking to the people that don't make it all the way through, but are still very good human beings and deserve to be acknowledged, recognized, heard, seen, and validated. We got to stop throwing away our culture like that. We got to stop treating and thinking that that is the only way to get through in this lifetime. And it really burns me because I want to see athletes out there. We need more scientists. We need more doctors. We need more psychologists. We need more representation. And it looks very different and it doesn't have to be a sacrificial journey in that sense. So